Viktor Davidenko. Viktor Aleksandrovich Davidenko, Russian. Viktor Alexandrovich Davidenko, 26 February 1914 – 15 February 1983, was a Soviet military engineer and mathematical physicist whose research significantly enhanced the development of Soviet nuclear weapons during the Soviet atomic bomb project of 1942. Early life. Davidenko was born on 26 February 1914 in Danilovka, Volgograd Oblast. He studied at the Leningrad Hydrotechnical Institute between 1930–32 while working part-time as the operator at the Kilikov factory. In 1932, Davidenko continued his studies at the Leningrad Industrial Institute, graduating with honors. Starting in 1937, he worked for 3 years at the Leningrad Institute of Physics and Technology. In 1940, Davidenko worked part-time as an engineer for Plant No. 379 of the People's Commissariat of Aviation Industry of the USSR. Before he returned to Moscow, Davidenko was evacuated to the Kazan Plant No. 122 and 149 under the Commissariat after the USSR underwent Operation Barbarossa. The details of Davidenko's work at these aircraft factories are mostly unknown. Soviet atomic bomb project. In May 1943, Davidenko and many other scientists joined Igor Kurchatov's Laboratory No. 2 of the Academy of Sciences of the Soviet Union. He was admired for his knowledge, meticulousness, and modesty. From 1943–45, 3 types of nuclear reactor designs were developed there: heavy water reactors, graphite water reactors, and uranium-fueled water reactors. Davidenko worked with Georgy Flyarov, the discoverer of spontaneous fission, with Konstantin Petizak in studying reactor technology. In May 1948, Kurchatov's group, together with a number of other scientists, was directed to the All-Russian Scientific Research Institute of Experimental Physics, or KB-11, in the closed city of Sarov. While there, he witnessed a deception during an unexpected visit by Lavrentiy Beria, the feared head of Soviet security and the politician in charge of the nuclear program under Stalin. Kurchatov was in the middle of querying the beveled edge on a plutonium hemisphere when, reacting quickly before Beria and his entourage, he directed Yakov Zeldovich to double-check the calculations, which Zeldovich confirmed to Kurchatov's satisfaction shortly afterwards. Kurchatov put Davidenko in charge of one of 3 teams working simultaneously on neutron primers for nuclear bombs. The laboratory of the chemist Viktor Aleksandrovich was selected to continue, but Davidenko's laboratory provided equipment. He became director of Department 4 of the installation, the Experimental Nuclear Research Department, in 1952. Starting that year, he had repeatedly and strongly encouraged the theoretical physicists Andrei Sakharov and Zeldovich to pursue the route of atomic implosion to compress thermonuclear fuel for a hydrogen bomb in a 2-stage device. In November, he and Sakharov went to a laboratory in Leningrad, where preparations were being made to monitor radiation from an upcoming nuclear test. While there, they collected newly fallen snow to concentrate and analyze for radionuclides from the USS Operation Ivy test earlier that month at Inuiatek Atoll. The concentrate was mistakenly thrown away by another chemist. Davidenko was already amongst several employees of the installation who were considered too important to risk flying. For example, in 1953 he returned from preparations at the Semipalatinsk. After detonation of that device, he was awarded the title Hero of Socialist Labor, and in October was awarded the degree of Candidate of the Physical and Mathematical Sciences. In January 1955, his suggestions about an atomic implosion as the first stage in a 2-stage thermonuclear device were finally accepted by the theorists. On 14 January, Zeldovich wrote a note to Karatin outlining the preliminary design scheme, with the following line: "The AI atomic implosion idea is due to Viktor Aleksandrovich Davidenko." The introduction to the final report by Sakharov and Zeldovich on 25 June stated, "The participation of V.A. Davidenko was extremely profitable in the discussion of the problem during its early stage 1952. He became a doctor and professor of physico-mathematical sciences and deputy supervisor of the institute in 1957. In 1959, he stated privately a deep admiration for his longtime boss Kurchatov, but insisted that Kurchatov was first and foremost an operator, and what's more, an operator under Stalin. He remained at KB-11 until 1963, when he was seconded to the Kurchatov Institute. Later, he worked at the Joint Institute for Nuclear Research. He is buried in Kuncevo Cemetery. Awards and legacy. 1949, Order of the Red Banner of Labor. 1953, Hero of Socialist Labor and Medal for Labor Valor. 1953, 1956, 1962, Order of Lenin. In 1984, the City Council of Sarov decreed that Theatre Passage be renamed Davidenko Street in his honor. References